Think about basic everyday as we all do, like eating, working, or playing sports. When you take part in something, you are the only one who faces the results. But there's one act that is different from this rule: sex. It takes two people to join in, yet only women faces the life-changing risk of unplanned pregnancy. This constant and heavy fear has shaped women's lives for decades. However, the advent of oral contraceptives changed all this. It enabled women to separate sex from procreation and truly take control of their bodies and choices. It's never just a pill, it is also a landmark in women's autonomous choice. Let everything return to the beginning of the story. In 1951, feminist Margaret Sanger, philanthropist Catherine McCormick, and biologist Gregory Pincus met, which was described as the beginning of the development of pills. In 1957, the Food and Drug Administration approved the use of pills for the treatment of menstrual disorders. In 1962, pills were released on the market as contraceptives. Current contraceptive pills reduce hormonal dosages and introduce new progestins. It is driven by the search for pills causing less side effects, competition between pharmaceutical companies, and advances of knowledge. When you take the pill, it releases hormones to prevent ovulation and make the cervix secrete mucus to block sperm. The invention of oral contraceptive pills have had a huge impact on women. First of all, contraceptive pills can help prevent and treat some diseases. It can regulate women's menstrual cycle, making it more regular, prevent anemia, help treat polycystic ovary syndrome and endometriosis, and even reduce the risk of cancer such as uterine cancer. Secondly, the autonomy of women has been well guaranteed in the popularization of this technology. In some regions, women's status in the matter of having children is quite low. The decision-making power over having children needs to be discussed with their partner or is completely dependent on demand. The emergence of contraceptive pills has enabled women to regain their autonomy. Contraceptive pills empower women to decide whether to be pregnant or not, even when their partners are unwilling to cooperate. Women have the right to say that they can independently control their bodies. Thirdly, the emergence of contraceptive pills has increased the career development opportunities for women. It enables women to have the right to pursue an uninterrupted career. Women will own more energy and time to develop their career. Women's incomes are also steadily increasing. The pill gave women control, but it also placed the entire burden of fertility management on them. When we talk about the pill's limitations, the unusual narrative is medical, health risks, daily pill burden, drug interactions, no protection against STI, and not suitable for everyone. Another issue is rarely addressed: the low level of public understanding of how the pill works. This leads to the stereotypes that associate the pill with harming the body. Under such public pressure, women face psychological burdens when using it. Some are even labeled as not valuing themselves. To provide women with greater freedom of choice, we need widespread and effective medication education and usage guidance. The oral contraceptive pills is a landmark because it gave individuals, especially women, control over their bodies, their health, and their life paths. It turns sex from a reproductive obligation into a personal choice. However, it still has a lot of room for development, and medical research won't stop.